Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1975 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Germany and considered, in my opinion, the #2 typewriter of all time behind the great Hermes 3000. This is the newer era model of the SM9. It's got the nameplates underneath, made in Germany instead of Western Germany. It's got the regular font logo in all caps instead of the cursive one in the orange logo on the right side there. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 85. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. You can just feel the power when you're typing on this thing. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin or near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. I switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the orange indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. And when you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red, and that used to be a red indicator there, but I think they just wanted to match their logo, and they made that orange instead of red. Beautiful. The second best of all time, like I said, which doesn't mean that it's a bad typewriter. Obviously, it's up there. Some people put it #1. It's a more rugged and durable machine than the Hermes 3000. But so some people might prefer this for various reasons over the Hermes 3000. So I would put it #2. Right, I'm going to put the color back on black. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now. And you really want to go with a service typewriter if you're in the market. You can get one cheap, but you're going to end up having to get it serviced anyway, and that's not cheap if you can find somebody to do it for you. And people that sell these for cheap are pickers. They don't know how to pack these and ship these. They just put it in a box and ship it and hope for the best. And if something breaks on it, you can't buy parts anymore except for people that sell parts uh, from actual machines. They don't make the parts anymore. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. This is your tab. So this is the difference between the SM8 and the SM9 is this has the tab set and clear on the keyboard. The SM8 has it on the back. Manual sets kind of like the margins here. You just move them with the finger. And you got, I don't know, 10 or so on that to choose from on this model. You can have as many tabs as you want. So we're going to go ahead and check that tab. I hit the tab button on the top right. And we do have tabs set at 10 space intervals, but I'm just going to clear all of them by flipping this switch to the front. And that clears all the tabs. It's another function that the SM8 doesn't have. So right now we shouldn't have any tabs. So I'm going to hit the tab button and it doesn't stop anywhere, but I'm going to set one somewhere in the middle, and I always do that on all my typewriters, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So now I hit the tab button, it stops at that spot. To clear it, just that one specific tab, you pull this lever to the minus sign. There's a minus and a plus sign there. Plus to set it and minus to clear it. So now we shouldn't have any tabs again, but I'm going to reset that. Very good. Above that is your carriage lock, and I think a lot of people might get confused when they find one of these and it's locked and they don't understand why it won't work. It locks the keys too, and sometimes a shift on earlier models. And to unlock it, you just flip that switch down like that. It unlocks everything. Backspace on the right side, very good and smooth. The Mercedes-Benz of typewriters, a lot of people say that. It's true. Made out of the best parts you can find, high quality typewriter. This hood opens up like a car hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded up on the right, so it's pulling clockwise. It's all the brand new ribbons on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right if you want to switch that direction. On either side, the side that you want it to go to, you flip this little switch behind it towards the middle and it'll pull to that side. Flip it to the right like that, and that's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon, which is the little metal piece. It'll catch on that and then swap it back to that side on both sides indefinitely until the ribbon goes dry. This is your touch control. The further down you go, there's a plus sign and there's a minus sign. The further down you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. When you push it up to the minus sign, there's less tension. So you do want to play with that to gauge what your preference is. This actually has a pretty light touch, even though Olympias are known for having a heavier touch. But these SM9s are really refined and just perfected over the years. Carriage release, super smooth. The Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. This is your paper support arm, like I showed earlier. Carriage release on the left side as well. Some of them didn't have it. I don't know. I haven't researched why, but some SM9s don't have a left carriage release, and I don't think any SM8s do. But I have seen SM9s without a carriage release on the left side. If you pull out the knob on the left side there, it disables the spacing. It's supposed to. Put a little bit of oil in there. There we go. So if you have one of these and it's not correctly retaining the space, then just add a little oil in there on the ratchet and it will fix that. Very good. And the same concept, if you move the line space selector all the way back to the back, it disables the spacing. Flip it to the front, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.